So we were talking about deficit push-ups. We started talking about inverted hangs and how to initiate a back kip, which is basically a pullover starting from an inverted hang. Now, our friend the band. Why do I like this band so much? Well, because I really believe in the people that are working in their garages alone and trying to develop these projects and little movements on their own, and I think this is just such a great tool to use. Now, is it the most ideal? Probably not. In gymnastics, we always have spotters, people helping us, but that's not the case in the real world. Most of us are alone. So this band is a great tool. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this same drill we did earlier, which was pike out to a back lever, but now we're gonna have a band to support us so we can follow through with a full deficit push-up. So now, pay attention to this because I usually set up the band where the palm is facing, or the fingers are facing the same direction as the end of the band, but in this case I'm going to set it up backwards. The reason I'm doing this is because as I do this movement and I go full range of motion, the rings will do a full 360 and my band will get all wound up. So just by setting up the band backwards, it actually gives me some room. So that's the first thing to think about. Now, I'm going to give myself a medium amount of slack, just enough that I can actually move my legs, I can get into an inverted hang, I can do the pike, and I can extend the legs. Now, this is not going to look super pretty, but this is where we want to go. Inverted hang, same thing we did earlier. Pike, same thing we did earlier. Extend, and now the band is holding me. If I feel enough support, I can start bending the arms and actually press all the way through to support. That's a very simple movement, but it requires a little bit of strength. So just starting to develop that slowly and feeling the three positions, which are inverted hang, my back lever, and then my support, is just going to be a good start. Once that's feeling awesome, now we can start adding some speed. And when I add some speed, what you'll notice is that that back lever doesn't go through a full arm extension. It actually starts bending a little earlier. So it's right as I kick out, there'll be a little bit of a lift, and then my arms will be ready to push. So I'm gonna go inverted, kick, arms are bent, I press through. Now, in the real world, I would have never been able to pause that much there, but the band held me up and it gave me a little bit of room. So all I'm doing was, one, hit the position slowly, use the band to press out. Two, add the speed. It holds me up a little bit. It allows me to follow through the press. Eventually I can put a little bit more band tension on it, and that will help me get over the rings a little bit easier. But you'll get to a point where the band starts getting in the way. And that's where you have to make a conscious decision. Should I let go of the band, and should I just try it without? And if the rings are low enough, you can actually do this movement without taking it to full support, but at least mimicking the positions. So I'll be an inverted hang, kick, I mimic the positions where my feet hit the ground and I finish. And then if it feels really, really good, then you would try to go all the way through by simply bringing the rings up a little bit higher and giving yourself some room to finish the movement. Let's see if I can even do it right now. Now, things got wrapped around, feet hit the ground. You can false grip, no false grip, it's up to you. But that's the basic progression.